Faye, this week I've changed my kitchen. Can you see it? Different scenario? Yes, but it's for important and very special episode for meeting my friend here today, Gavin, the founder of Coventry Food Bank. So let me introduce you, Gavin, guys. Whoa! So Gavin, tell me how is come this idea, because we've been talking quite a lot. You guys don't know, but we've been talking quite a lot. I went this week to the pantry in Leamington. I got some food. I got the £5 that explain a bit the project, because we do got Ruth, I think she's explain a bit the project there.
Okay, so basically across Warwickshire and Leicestershire we've got a number of food pantries, and they're different from food banks because in a pantry you pay a £5 membership fee, but then you get kind of a shopping experience.
Yeah, I've been there.
So you can go in and you can get a wide variety of things like fresh meat, fresh dairy, fruit and veg, tin products, rice, that kind of thing.
Yeah, pasta.
And so it's easy to shop there for about £5, and we've got a selection of the sort of things that you could get in the pantry. And what you're going to do with us today is show us how to cook it.
Yes. I got 2 tips for people. One is when you go to the pantry, or even if you want to shop in the shopping centre normal, to the supermarket, is knowing what you're gonna buy, knowing what you're gonna cook. So I came to the pantry with a recipe on my options of 3 recipes. So what can I get with my recipe? Of course, find recipe that you like, and then go there with a recipe where you know what you're gonna buy. And when you're cooking, like for example, I got chicken today, and they are chicken legs, right? I thought if you roast that, you know, everybody put one piece of chicken on the plate, it's gone, right? So how can we make that chicken last longer? So I create with the chicken that I bought there, you can create like 3 dishes, 2 dishes, but if you create like a big pot of something, and you know, I'm gonna show the recipes because it's in Portuguese, I'm gonna write in English for you guys to understand. Matt's gonna put the English word for what I'm cooking today. It's cooking with rice and all that stuff. People think that the tin things is easier because they put just the tin there and then it's done. But I think the fresh, they can make more. One thing that I discovered as well, that actually the food that you guys give to people, she said to me on Woodward, is just the top of the iceberg, or tip of the iceberg?
Tip of the iceberg, yes.
Tip of the iceberg.
So if you were to go to Lillington, it's not simply about a food pantry and a selection of food, but actually it's about a safe, warm space where you can have a coffee and a tea, a piece of cake. You can sit and chat to a volunteer or somebody who can advise or help you. We also have Citizens Advice. They turn up and they give financial advice, support with welfare and benefits. And we can signpost people who are using the pantry to other agencies in the Leamington area. So, you know, help with child support, that kind of thing, with family information. I thought it was much great,
more, isn't it?
Yeah.
The food actually is the emergency thing that doesn't resolve the problem. What will resolve is what you guys support around.
Yeah.
How to resolve your problem? How did you get to the need for buying the food on the pantry? I think I was fascinated. So now I'm gonna put Gavin to work with me to cook, and I'm gonna show you. David, where's the food that we bought? We bought quite a lot of food for a £5, wasn't it? Look at that. Look at the beauty. So this is what my shop that I did there the other day. Should we cook?
Let's do so.
So let's do this. So that's all we got from the pantry. It's amazing. Let's start it. Right, I saw you got, last time I came here to visit you, I saw you got some like a patch planting vegetables. Was it vegetables or just?
Yeah, vegetables and fruit, that kind of thing.
So what do you do with that?
Well, first off, I think we need to set it in context. So we've basically got a 25,000 square foot warehouse here and a kitchen to one side. And in the early days of doing the project, we thought, wouldn't it be fabulous to grow our own food? Then we can supplement what we're cooking. Because we have this dream that actually some of the food that we prepare in this kitchen would return back into the pantries to be given to people who need it. So we'd freeze it and send it out there, like soups. The soup kind of soup you're going to make today.
Yeah.
And then that kind of led to an idea, because we had a horticulturalist who was working for us at the time, somebody with really green fingers, which I don't have, that we have this grotty patch of land out the back. I mean, nobody quite knew what to do with it. She said, with a little bit of funding, a few £1,000s, I think we can do something with this. And with a bit of seed funding, Are you okay?
Do you want me to do that for you?
No, it's my potato. Get off my potato. I'm wedded to it now.
Ages to cut the potato.
I mean, the amazing thing here is I'm a bloke doing two things at once here. I'm kind of talking to Bianca and peeling a potato at the same time.
I forgot he can't do two things at the same time.
Something's going to go horribly wrong here, isn't it? Anyway, so we had a bit of seed funding and we started to grow on the patch outside, and we ended up with the most fabulous strawberries. The sort of strawberries where you kind of want to nip out there during the daytime and help yourself to a few. But we were growing aubergines and carrots, and we had...
so what are you going to do with that? You're going to still continue doing or?
Yeah, we're obviously in the winter season at the moment, so the thing is it's paused until we get into the spring. We start seeding again. But we want relationships with allotment growers across the city, because the options to be able to take surplus food that's being grown, and there's always loads of it, and bring it into a place like this and then repurpose it into great meals and into soups is just endless. So if you're out there and you've got an allotment and you'd love to connect with us, then please get hold of us through our website.
Oh, fabulous. So what are you going to do with the food? You're going to give the people frozen them?
So basically we make soups. We've got a blast freezer over there.
Yeah.
So we blast freeze it. We've got giant freezers outside. We store it and we send it down to our pantries where it's given out as part of the food offer.
Oh yeah, because they do have freezers there as well, because this is why I got the vegetables, the frozen vegetables. You finish your potato.
Expert potato there. I mean, it's taken me about twice as long as any other human.
I did three when he was doing one.
It's a relationship built on abuse, but then I know how Dave feels.
But he was talking. Let's give that. He was talking. So Gavin already peeled the potato, the one potato, and he's cutting now the 3 potatoes. I'm gonna marinate this chicken because I want some flavor on this chicken, okay? For the chicken marinade, you will need salt, garlic, lime, black pepper, and dry coriander. Mix them all together and set aside. I'm gonna separate. This is my 3 pieces for my soup, and the rest is gonna be for my rice. Maybe I'm gonna separate more. Divide the chicken in 2 parts. The one that you're gonna cook for the chicken and rice, you're gonna add chopped tomato sauce. So we got bones here, and you got some of the meat here that I chopped. Leave the skin on because we're gonna fry that skin to make the soup taste good, and with that thing, give that flavor. Then we put all together there. That is our soup. So I got here my cabbage.
I think what I love about Feed the Hungry is that when people do come here, they're quite surprised by all the things we do. So we talked about Coventry Food Bank, and we talked about the pantries that we run across Warwickshire and Leicestershire. But what we haven't talked about is that with the 6 offices that Feed the Hungry has around the world, every single day of the week during term time, over 640,000 children are being fed in schools in 28 different countries. So places like Zimbabwe, Zambia, Burkina Faso, Uganda, Kenya, lots of places in real areas of deprivation. And it's usually done as part of their education. So they get a lunch or something like that, a hot meal at lunchtime. And we do a lot of those meals from here, and we've got an event space just outside the kitchen where quite often we'll have people, organisations, businesses come along, and they'll do some packing with us, and then we'll put that
That's the one that I came, wasn't it?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
And then we'll put that food on a shipping container and we'll send it round to, to give you an example, we've got a project out in Zimbabwe. We work with a church out there, or churches, and we provide food to around 19 schools. And on average, each school has about 1,000 children that we're feeding on a daily basis. So it's a big old project, between 18 and 19,000 children being fed every day.
That's amazing.
And, the real benefit is not just, it's like food banks, it's not just about feeding people, but it's the changes in their life chances in being able to do it.
Yeah, opportunities
and that kind of thing. So for a child, a primary school child who's being fed at one of these schools, chances are, if that's the meal they're getting that day, then their parents will keep them in school, and they'll keep them in school beyond like 11 or 12, and they'll get a better education. That improves their life chances, but improves the prospects for the community, and it improves the prospects for the country as well. So it has real knock-on benefits.
So that is our cabbage. So, are you ready there?
No.
God.
Yeah.
Right, so guys, what we're gonna do with that, we're gonna need a pan with a bit of oil, a bit of garlic when he's finished,
If I finish.
and then some onions, and then we're gonna just, you know, tell it a little, I don't want to overcook, I would like a bit of a crunchiness there. When you do that, after you've done that, you just need to put on the fridge and leave it there. You can eat cold or hot, doesn't matter, because it tastes good and it's healthy for you as well. I see you wearing here, Feed the Hungry. What is the connection?
The connection is that when, as we said earlier, Gwyn and I met, we decided to bring the two charities together. One of them had to be the lead charity, and we decided that would be Feed the Hungry, and then we run a number of projects off it, like the international projects, and like Coventry Food Bank, and like the pantries down in Lillington.
Yeah.
And they're all projects of Feed the Hungry. So that's the connection between them. But I know for the general public, it's quite difficult to understand the difference between Coventry Food Bank and Feed the Hungry. They are all part of the same thing.
Amazing.
And it's rather good.
So Matt's gonna put here how to find you guys if you're passing for a difficult time, difficult situation economically,
or
isn't
to
it?
donate, you know, that's also good.
Or to donate,
Yeah,
that is very important.
We are dependent on the general public for a large part of our donations.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need regular donations, keep this work alive and keep this thing going.
Is it the thing on the supermarkets they have there? It's for the food bank, isn't it? The one that you put it in?
Yes, they're
That
for the
one.
food bank in Coventry,
Yeah,
that's right. So if you want to donate, most supermarkets in Coventry have a basket at checkout, or
Just Coventry?
well, we are Coventry Food Bank, so if you're part of another food bank, or if you're in another city or town, it's quite likely that your supermarkets will also have collection points for your local food bank.
So guys, let's cook this chicken. Starting with the chicken and rice, so we're gonna put some oil in the pan, not too much, okay? It's gonna be super hot this, oh my God. Gavin.
Yeah.
Smell it?
Ah, it's fantastic. Well, the garlic's heavy. Is there any garlic in it?
It's not yet.
Oh, I can smell the garlic. But
See? Pass me the onions, please.
I shall pass you the onions.
Sous chef, pass me the onions.
Yes, boss.
He's cooked the onions, so let's put this in. You see here, Dave? He just chopped the onions first. Gavin, inside, all this crust there, can you see that crust there? Tastes delicious. Helps make the flavor. Look at that.
The bit at the bottom.
Yeah, the bottom they stick. Yeah, of course. You see when we put this, and we're gonna put some garlic. Let the onions a bit, because the onion's gonna give a bit of water. Then we're gonna put a bit of water here, so that crust on the bottom is gonna come out and then become a sauce. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this to the back, let it cook a little bit because we need the chicken to be very soft, and then we're gonna put rice afterwards.
Now we're gonna start with the chicken soup. Put some oil in a hot pan, add your chicken that we marinated, and also the chopped onions. Mix everything together, add your paprika, and also water, and cover to simmer.
Now the chicken is cooked. And we're gonna add the rice. You see there's lots of sauce here. We add a little bit of salt because we're gonna put rice and more water, so that we need more salt. I put a tiny bit, it's up to people, isn't it? So I got here a bit of the chili mild thing, so I'm gonna put that in. I like to put a bit of water inside.
So how do you know how much water to add?
Right. Because rice takes 10 minutes to cook, usually.
A lot of water.
Basmati rice is quite quick, it's not take too long. So what I do is I put water for cooking a rice about 2 centimeters on top of the rice. Doesn't matter how many quantity you have. 2 centimeters. I put my finger, probably it's less than 2 centimeters, isn't it? Maybe 3 fingers. But it's 2 centimeters on top of the rice. Doesn't matter what you cook, how much rice you're doing. Can be a kilo, can be. Here got 3 cups. We're gonna put in.
And how many will that feed?
Gosh, this is gonna feed, because we got the chicken as well, and we're gonna put vegetables as well on the end. So this is gonna feed 10 people easy.
But you're gonna rustle up 10 people.
Can you imagine that? So you don't, at home you're gonna make half of this recipe if you have it. But you can have, if you get this amount of thing from the pantry, you can you know, can cut a small, cook and put in the freezer and eat how much you want. So we got here 1 liter of water. Let's see how much water gonna take to cover. Should be.
And if you want to reheat this dish, is it microwave it up?
Microwave, yeah, microwave. I like to use, I just put in a pan, but you can microwave as well. For sure. Amazing. So that we leave to cook. Right. So go back to cook. And this side we have our soup, chicken soup.
Yes.
First we cook the chicken a little bit. Now is pretty much half cooked the chicken. We left that for 20 minutes cooking. People don't worry too much. We're going to put all the details on the descriptions. So this is the potato that you cut,
yes,
the cubes.
Wasn't it?
Some are cubes, some are the shapes, and it's fine. You did an amazing job. You did an amazing job. So let's put the potato now. Okay. Now we're going to add more water. Fantastic. Look at that. So we're going to put here some water that covers at least 2 centimeters above. Okay. And now I'm going to finish with this one, the tin, because the tin is going to be creamy. But if you don't like to put the tin, this is already a nice soup here. You can have it.
So how do you get that to thicken up then?
Well, the potato when it's cooked, you're going to give the studge, going to have like, it's going to be more, So if you like, you can even put, to thicken up, I can sometimes put a tiny bit of either flour.
Corn flour or any flour?
Corn flour, any flour you like. But instead of that, sometimes I put gravy, a spoon of gravy.
Okay.
So that will give the thickness that you need without, the granules one, without to be, it's already got flavor. I usually buy the ones that's onions or vegetable one.
The vegetable,
or the chicken, or the chicken. But just 1 little spoon on this massive pan of water, gonna give that thickness that you need. Let the pan to cook. 20 to 30 minutes. If you have a pressure cooker, 20 minutes is all done. Here we got the chicken and the rice cooking. You need to keep touching this here, mixing a little bit, because you don't want the rice to stick to the bottom. So you need to check sometimes, because it doesn't matter, we don't need like a fluffy rice. We need a sticky rice actually. They come together and, so that is going to be delicious. Yeah. So now we're going for another dish, the chili con carne. But we know our chili con carne is all in a tin, and the tin can miss the flavor, that the chilliness and then all that kind of thing. So if you have the people at home have fresh chili, they can use. But also, and it will be amazing. But we're going to put a bit of olive oil here, or oil, whatever oil you like, just to fry the onions. Go the onion there inside.
Yes.
Amazing. Then garlic. Do you know what the garlic is? Just a spoonful of sugar. Let the medicine goes down. Fabulous. That's good. Mix it.
Beating away.
Mix, 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 mix. Tomato sauce. Now we're going to put a spoon.
Don't tell me more garlic.
Garlic.
Oh yeah.
Powder.
Keep them vampires away.
Paprika.
Oh, lovely. Keep going.
And then mix spice.
Yep.
And then weirdly, a spoon of
and cinnamon.
Excellent.
Because cinnamon is what makes the smokiness, the delicious of the chili con carne. So we bring all that flavor back. Try that, Gavin.
Oh, give me a spoon. A bit more salt, I think.
Yeah.
Otherwise, got potential.
Got potential, doesn't it? Do you think can I get a job as a chef somewhere? Let's put a bit of salt. Pinch of salt.
We'll pay you in tins of things.
What I said about the rice. Look, rice gets on the bottom.
These are strange days.
Is it good?
We got the vegetables from the frozen. So you put inside here.
Nice flavours.
As it is. Or if you like, you can put in a wash and hot boil water.
Yeah.
What, the spice? Oh, maybe I was unlucky.
Maybe you got it.
Yeah. Leave it there. No fire there. Perfect. And this one is ready. You just need a bit of, you can eat that with rice.
And to bring the freshness back on this chili con carne, you're gonna add some chopped coriander.
Olive oil
You're Dave, I'm
on a
darling.
pan.
And for our last dish, salted cabbage.
We got 1 onion and some garlic on the bottom, okay?
Good for you.
It's good for you. It's what we bought from the pantry. We need to use it. Cabbage. Cabbage. I don't want the onions to cook too much. I just want to take the sweat, little sweat, you know, like don't be too spicy.
I know how the cabbage feels.
All the cabbage. Right, let me see the soup, how it's looking. Getting there. So now, as this is coming together, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that tin of leek. Do you remember leek and potato leek? So now, we're gonna shove that inside. They're gonna finish the creaminess. Look, it's already changing to be creamier. And then the soup is ready as well. A bunch of fresh coriander. But doesn't need to be coriander, like I said. And then where's your
Pesto.
pesto?
It's that moment.
Yeah. Put
Yes.
2-3 spoons there. There's 1 tablespoon. 2. Put 1 more. 3. Let's see. Let's see.
And that is the cabbage done, ready to serve.
Oh, you're washing up. Galinhada. And you can put black pepper as well. Black pepper, where's the black pepper?
Over there.
And just like that, finito. So that is my feast for
Excellent.
the week. I think people are gonna be have lots of options here. They don't need to cook everything in one go because I want to show them what they can get from the pantry.
Okay.
So we got soup.
Yep.
Chicken soup using the whole chicken that we had, so we use up some of that. Then we had galinhada.
Oh, okay.
Galinhada means like lots of chicken together with rice. That is very good with vegetables. And then we had the chili con carne that we made instead, adding things to make it bigger. And this is all mixed together. We add some, bring the flavor back on that. And that is my cabbage with the pesto, red pesto they put. We put garlic and onions. You guys are gonna see the recipe. So that is a feast here. You can have this is gonna last for months, isn't it? So should we try? What do you want to try first?
I'll go with the soup.
Let's try the soup. See if it needs more salt.
No, it's perfect. Bit of chicken.
Chicken. Good? Right, so let's try the chicken with a bit of a chicken and a bit of
I feel like Greg Wallace.
yeah?
That's probably wrong.
I don't know what that means.
Can't say that, can I?
Smokiness.
A little hint of spiciness. But
Yeah, very low. No, not too much. And the chili con carne that we made it look a bit more fresh from the tin. I usually do this, look. I like to do this. And of course, if you have avocado at home, you can add to the guacamole as well. It'd be nice.
It's got a bit more burn to it, isn't it?
Chicken. It's spicy there.
Spicy. And then the cabbage.
Let's have the cabbage. I'm gonna put less this time because my mouth is small.
I could grow to like cabbage. It's normally quite a bland vegetable, isn't it? Good.
You like it?
Very pleasant.
Approved? People try at home? That is all for us.
Cool. Shall we feed the hordes?
To feed everybody that is here.
Yes, feed the week.
Thank you very much. Let's say goodbye to people at home.
Bye all. Lovely
Bye
to see you.
everybody. I hope you enjoy it as much as we did. We had fun here today. Did you have fun?
I had fun, yes.
You
It's hard work.
You learned to crush the garlic, yeah?
Crushing that, well, I could crush the garlic, yes.
So we did it all. Amazing food. Very easy to make at home. And you guys are going to be, it's approved. It's approved. All
yes,
good.
yes.
Fantastic. So I hope you enjoy it. All the recipe going to be down below. All the information about the food bank and all the amazing things they do, the pantries and everything, is going to be down below as well. Love you all.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Woo-hoo!